Spiritual healing is the basis of all that I do as a spiritual health practitioner, and I have been working in this way for over 30 years. Spiritual healing is the transference of energy through the body of the healer, and that goes into the body of the client. And the point of doing this is to rebalance all the things that are out of kilter, but on an energetic level, not on a physical level. So we're not talking about medical intervention here, we're talking about complementary support. And when the energy goes into your body, it will also affect your mind as well. And it brings a sense of balance and a wonderful ability to self-heal. It's a perfect complement to any kind of illness or problem that you are going through. And we're including psychological problems too. It works really effectively on that side of things. So how did I get into spiritual healing? Well, I began as a nurse up in London, and I would see spiritual healers coming onto the wards, and I'd wonder what on earth they were doing. Because when you see a spiritual healer, they're just standing there and they're holding their hands above the body, and that's all they seem to be doing. Of course, now, to my shame, I understand fully what's going on, and through a very good training that I had with the National Federation of Spiritual Healers, I can understand what it really can do to help people, and not just in the short term, but in the long term as well, because there's a lot we can do to help teach you or the client how to help themselves at home. This is a really important aspect of the therapy of spiritual healing. So I was watching all this healing going on in the wards, and my background as a child, I grew up in a very psychically active household, so really I shouldn't have found it strange. But that curiosity grew within me in my 20s, and I started reading books. A lot of people start by reading books on these subjects. It's a very common thing. And the most impressionable, or the book that gave me the best impression of all, was by Michael Benteen, very well known as part of the Goons or his own Potty Time and various Hollywood movies. But this man was an incredibly intelligent and sincere man, and very gifted psychically, which not everybody knows. And he worked as an intelligence officer for Lord Dowding in World War II. And I thought, well, if a man like that, with all his intelligence, can believe in something like this, who am I to sort of be a bit curious and think it's a bit odd and all that? And that's what gave me the confidence to go forward and learn about spiritual healing and discover what I could do to help other people.